Good morning, everybody. This is North Camp Prepper. I went down to the junkyard, or the boneyard, or the salvage yard, or whatever you want to call it, and I got a roof rack up a 1998 Plymouth Voyager. So, if you look in here, I wanted to put on my camper shell and get back on my truck mods and get my truck camper thing going so I can do my hunting and live in it and whatever. So I went ahead and got it, and I put it where I wanted it. I got it at 48 inches across because I have a expanded insulated ceiling in my shell. So I took it. I had to go ahead and cut these, the struts. I guess they're struts across. I had to cut them down to the right length. Well, it's pretty easy to cut. I just put on my chop saw, and since they're aluminum, you can just cut it with a wood blade, which I already had on there, an 80 tooth blade. So the problem is I cut it in the wrong spot. I don't know what happened. I'm not sure how. So I had some Aluma weld rods from Harbor Freight for another project I never did. So I went ahead and put it up, cleaned it up. I welded it back together. I had propane, so I'm going to get some MAP gas. It just didn't get hot enough. It worked, but it's not good enough. So I'll get on that. Now the inside, I just have it bolted in right now because I was doing alignment testing. I'm going to take some angle iron and put it in there, but this is basically how it looks for the end of part one. I'm going to pull it off now, and now that's all lined up, I'm going to go ahead and pull it off. I'm going to paint it and put it back together, and then I'm going to decide if I want to make a roof rack or not, or a roof basket. The question is, can I buy one cheaper than I can build it? Now, I'm not too keen or fond of welding on a galvanized metal, but what I want to do is get some EMT conduit and just bend that into it. It should be cheap, but I still need to buy the bender, so it might work out to it. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I need to finish this up before it rains. So I'm going to get some like Krylon Fusion and paint it up, and I'm going to go get some MAP gas today, or whatever the equivalent of it is, the hotter gases, and resolder that across, and I'll probably put a metal bar stock, flat bar stock in that joint there, and then rivet it together, and then weld it, or braze it in this case. So this is what I'm doing, where I've been the past few days, getting it lined up, and it has been a pain in the butt, a real pain in the butt, but I got it lined up because I wanted to go through the thick part of the shell, and in part two, probably be tomorrow, if things go well. In part two, you're going to see how I actually mounted everything and permanently mounted it without crushing the shell and all that good stuff, and paint it, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do about a roof basket. But there you go. So Camp Prepper, this is where I'm at right now. I wanted the extra cargo space on top because I want to carry fuel and stuff up there for my projects. I don't really like it in the shell, especially I'm going to be sleeping in there. I think my shell was rated at 150 pounds is what they said I could put on there. So maybe we'll get the small basket. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but this has to be done first. There you go. So Camp Prepper, please rate, subscribe, give me some ideas, any ideas you want, or suggestions, or what you did. Like I said, I'm putting angle iron in there so I can run things across there, like lights or whatever, but that's another video for another time. But there you go. Alright, everybody, have a great day. I'm done babbling. North Camp Prepper out.